Hey, peace and blessings, man. It's the kid, man. Hope everybody's doing good. I ain't want to talk, but I said let me just share something with y'all real quick. Um, Slowly packing stuff up, man. It's not easy packing stuff up. Slowly packing stuff up, and I still got to put stuff out. Wanted to show y'all all the staffs that I done. You see all of them? This one is gold. I got this one a copper color. Just so you can see the comparison. You see the copper, and then you see the gold. So I have 12. I have 12 altogether, and I got 2 more over there. So I have 12 altogether. This is the OG right here. This is the first one that I made. And then I just got better and better at it, so I just kept making them. I told you guys, man, I'm here to kick it with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely gonna bring my soccer cleats. See, I see the kid. And these are all the different names that Tutankhamun had. Those are all his different names. And you guys know who this is, right? This is Bishop from the X-Men. He traveled from the future to warn the X-Men. And you know that's Siri, T'Challa's sister. I think I'm gonna bring my poster with me too. I just can't bring the board. But how's everybody doing though, man? My cats, look at Garfield. You see how greedy he is? He as soon as I come outside, he's looking for me to give him some food. And this is Flashy right here. She is a trip. Say hi, Flashy. I'm gonna miss them. I don't know. Hopefully somebody good takes care of them. I'm at Indigo Apartments. All you gotta say is Flashy and Garfield, and they'll come to you. Maybe, if your vibration is right, and if you could take care of them, that'd be super cool, man. They definitely need to go see a veterinarian, and they be itching all the time. I try to put that cream on them for fleas and stuff, but I don't think it's working. I think they need a bath. And I don't think they're going to sit still long enough for me to give them no bath. But if I could, I would bring them with me, man. They're good cats. They just do too much sometimes, but they're good cats. But there's a lot going on in the world. It's a beautiful day. The sun is slowly coming out. Keep in mind, though, I do live close to the coast, to the shore. So, it gets foggy sometimes and misty and all that stuff, so it's kind of weird. There's seagulls and all type of different birds out here. It's different, man. It's different. But I just wanted to show y'all some stuff, right? Now we're in the year 2026, allegedly, right? And I don't want people to think I'm crazy, right? Look at the registration tag on this car. See that? See the year? See the month? All right? No disrespect. I don't want to put a person's information out there, but like, it's just interesting to me that people can still drive around with these tags and nobody says anything to them. You see what I'm saying? Let me show you another example. Look at the date. See what I'm saying? It's very, very interesting. But you see, as opposed to this one is up to date. See, this one is up to date. All right. But that's so weird to me, man. You know what I mean? What do I want to talk about? What do I want to share? you guys got a chance to see the scene from the Ant-Man movie. Now in the movie, Ant-Man, he goes from the macro to the micro. I'm saying that right? Yeah, macro to the micro, right? So it seems as though he's going to a small world, but in reality, he's going to another dimension. All right? He's going to another dimension. All right? And you remember a variant of King the Conqueror was trapped in this other dimension. He was exiled there by the other King variants. By the other King variants. All right, I want y'all to keep that in mind. So you'll be looking at the Ant-Man movie, and you're thinking that it's some type of miniature world, but no, in reality, it's just another dimension. All right. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen the TikTok, if it's real, where they show you how small some of these microchips are. Like the microchips in the cell phones, how small they are, and as they zoom in and then they zoom out, it's like layers. It's I guess it's that type of deal where they were trying to show you in the Ant-Man movie. Like there's layers to it. Different dimensions, different worlds, different entities, different whatever. But you see, when they got to that world, they were saying to him he had to drink the ooze for him to understand. He had to drink the ooze for him to understand. All right? I think that subconsciously, these, if vampires exist, all right, or hybrid creatures, or what the Bible told us we would know as the Nephilim, that they weren't fully human, all right? So they were more aggressive, they were more violent, they were more like animals than they were humans, all right? These days possibly has returned, because the Bible says that as in the days of Noah, so shall it be in the end. And we are seeing now a lot more violence, a lot of hostility. You see a lot more aggression toward people that, you know, have some type of spiritual faith and discernment about certain things, right? And now, because of the times that we're in, people are going to call these things religious fanatics and things of that nature, right? But when people were conquering different continents, right? Like when the spread of Christianity was being pushed to different parts of the world, were those people called religious fanatics? When Islam was being spread across different regions of the world, were they called religious fanatics? I want you to remember these words used by these entities, all right? Religious fanatics, all right? So when Christianity was being pushed across the world, they were possibly called, I don't know if they were called religious fanatics. When Islam was being pushed I'm not sure if they will call religious fanatics. All right. During the Crusades, which in my opinion were the early aspects of what you know as world wars, all right, they could be labeled as religious fanatics. All right. During this time, it was said that a lot of artifacts were taken from indigenous lands. A lot of artifacts were taken from indigenous lands. When you take an artifact, you're taking an aspect. You see these cats. Like, look. You see them? They want to make sure they know what I got going on. Where am I going? Man, I lose my place. Yeah, the artifacts. They have a certain, I guess, divinity or power or essence with them. So that is the need sometimes for people to take artifacts, I guess, right? To take things that, I guess, it's a display of power. To say, I have this and I'm powerful. I took this from this land, and now it's in my home or it's in my museum. It's most likely in people's home. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. A lot of stuff that y'all see in museums, a lot of things y'all see in museums are fake. All right. A lot of things y'all see in museums are fake. If you need a reference, look at the Batman movie, Batman versus Superman, Dawn of Justice, before the Justice League was formed, right? Before the terror of Darkseid, right? The terror of before Darkseid comes to Earth to look for the anti-life equation, the anti-life equation. But refer back to that movie when that historian guy was talking to Princess Diana, and they were talking about the sword allegedly that was held by Alexander the Great. All right. Bruce Wayne came over and started talking to her, and he said, this is a fake. The real one is over the head, over the bed of the Sultan of wherever. All right. These things are real, folks. All right. People with power and real money and real influence, which I would say are Nephilim, right? They have the real artifacts, and everything that you see are replicas and fakes. All right? Everything that you see is replicas and fakes. All right? Even sometimes with jewelry, you see replicas and you see fakes. I remember even a rapper said it one time. He was like, he said, when we do shows, we don't wear the real jewelry. We leave the real jewelry in the safe, and then we get a fake one made. The fake one cost like, they said, I think that rapper said it cost like $10,000 to make a fake one. We said the real one is worth like, probably like close to, I don't know, $250,000 or something like that. So he said we don't walk around with those because of insurance purposes, right? But he said we'll get a fake one made for like $10,000, and because of the lights and everything and the distance, you can't see, and you're not going to question whether it's real or not. You understand? All right. We live in a time now where we just have to be cautious about a lot of things. You guys seen the movie Some Affairs? See them arguing, and sometimes they be fighting, they be acting crazy. Sometimes they play, and sometimes they play too rough. Like Flashy, sometimes she doesn't like to play with Garfield, and they'll fight. Hey, you two, stop it! Look at them. Man, I forget what I was going to say. Oh yeah, the movie Sum of All Fears, right? Now in that movie, there was an explosion. No, not an explosion. There was a bomb that I guess was in a plane that crashed in the Middle East, right? and then I think some years later, some people found it, and then the plot of the movie plays out. All right, I'm not gonna go over the plot of the movie. You have to see the movie for yourself. All right. I tried to look at the recap of it. It was kind of weird. I know Morgan Freeman's in it, and you know your boy Batman is in it. All right. Batman is in it. Ben Affleck is Batman. Remember that. Ben Affleck is the last Batman that I know of. I know there's different variations of Batman because you have to look at comic books in a multiverse sense. All right? So every time you see a different Batman, it's a different universe. Right? Just like every Superman you've seen is a different universe. Every character you've seen is just if it's the same character and it's a different person playing it, think of it as a multiverse. All right. I think they're gonna try and bring in a new Black Panther. All right. You gotta think of it like a multiverse. They even showed you guys that in what's it called? In the Avengers movies. All right. You see, there's a new Gamora, right? The original Gamora, Thanos got rid of her, right? Oh yeah, and to me, C-19 was like Thanos snapping his fingers. C-19 was like Thanos snapping his fingers. It was like a soft reset, right? I think now, as scary as it sounds, the powers that be are trying to prepare the world for a great reset, all right? A great reset. That's why all these things happening now just seems crazy to me. You got supposedly the World Cup supposed to be happening, and there's a war, right? There's several wars, right? You got Russia, Ukraine. Now you have the Middle East versus Israel and America. I'm trying to think what else. There's different conflicts going on all over the world. It's kind of chaotic right now. It's not good, man. But I think that there's a great reset. They're trying to prepare people for a great reset, for them to reshape everything. And I put a short out that that is the plan of the Anunnaki, the Nephilim, all right? To have a great reset so they can really take full domination, full dominion over the planet, all right? To show you their true power, their true authority, that they're in charge of everything and everybody is under them. They're going to show you their military might, and they're going to show you how powerful they are. And they're going to cause lots of bloodshed because they care not of you, because you are beneath them. They are aliens. They are of a superior race. So in the movie Sum of All Fears, you see the bomb didn't explode and they found it. And, you know, it happened. Now I'm going to share with you guys a true story. As it was told to me. I'm in Iraq. This is my first tour in Iraq. We're in what is called the Green Zone. Right? The compound that we were in was, you can say how my complex, this apartment complex is. It was kind of like this. Right? It was like a gated area that we lived in, where my unit was staying in, right, at the time. And that compound at the time was one of Saddam Hussein's lieutenants. I guess like his villa or his private little area. We took it over. All right, we took it over. All right, and that's what we were staying in. Some of the buildings that we stayed in, we stayed in some of the buildings, but some of the buildings that we couldn't stay in were bombed out. Like some of them had, like, you can see like visible bombs tore it up. All right. So structurally, it wasn't safe to stay in those buildings. All right. Now, we would go. You know, we had breakfast, lunch, dinner, all that stuff was prepared for us, right? As we're, throughout the day, as we're staying on this complex. This is a true story. This is in Baghdad, Iraq. All right, what you know as Babylon. All right, and we walked past this one building every day just to go eat when we was going to the cafeteria that was set up for us. All right, and we walked past this building that was bombed out for months. We used to look at it like, dang, that joint got tore up. All right, for months we were walking past this. I want to say close to half the tour, and the tour at that time was 12 months. So one day, these contractors or engineers were coming out to excavate or do a recon of the area, because the compound that we were in, it was on a street. It was on a street where there was a long, you can say it was like a long boulevard of different complexes. Like said, so there was a complex here, right? There'd be a complex over there. So like all of his lieutenants or whatever, they were had different compounds along a long boulevard, right? And we were on one of them. But eventually, I believe that, I don't know, I haven't been to Iraq in a long time. I think my last tour was in 2010. So 2010, so what, 16 years ago. So I don't know, all right? And I didn't go to Baghdad every single time. I was in Baghdad one time. I'm trying to stay on point. Oh yeah, so that area, they were eventually thinking of putting an embassy in that area. So they were going to probably end up demolishing a lot of the complexes, right? And building an embassy in that area. So that's why the engineers and everything, they were coming out in that area. So then, shortly after these guys, we seen these contractors and whatever, these engineers came out, they were looking at the different sites and stuff like that. The building that we used to walk past, we seen that it got what's the terminology? Cordoned off. I can't. Forgive me. It got taped off. All right. Caution was all around it. You couldn't go there. You couldn't go near it. It was told to us, all right, that a 500-pound bomb that was deployed from the Air Force did not explode, and it was in that building. It was underneath the rubble of that building. And eventually, I think EOD or whoever, some experts came and removed it. It didn't explode. But anybody that was with me in Baghdad in the Green Zone, they know what I'm saying. Hopefully, they can verify it. Now, this bomb didn't go off. Thank the Lord Almighty, and you know how lucky we are, because while we were in Iraq, we were getting mortared, rocket attacks. Man, literally anything could have hit that building or hit that bomb and just made it even worse. And our building, like the building that I was staying in, was not too far from that building. Listen, the Most High is good, man. He is gracious and he is patient with us. And I take no days for granted. None. All right? I take no days for granted. God is good. All right? God is good. I know there's a lot going on. Hopefully you guys can see this video. I'm not sure, because I think a lot of my videos are being monitored by foreign parties, even though I thought this was America. But I guess we know now that the world is ran by international mobsters. The world is ran by international mobsters. Garfield, chill out, man. I'll give you some food in a minute. But like I said, I take no days for granted, man. I take no days for granted. I want to say peace and blessings to everybody. Be good and be safe.